Hello friends, welcome back to Graceful Living. If you're new here today, welcome. My name is Dina and I am so glad to have you here with us today. Now in today's video, I'm sure you can tell by the thumbnail, I am going to be putting together a simple tablescape for our Thanksgiving, and I am always super excited about decorating and creating a tablescape. They are one of my favorites because, like I have said so many times before, they end up being kind of at the center of our home, and they just signify what we are in the middle of, what we are celebrating, what we are looking forward to. And so to me, they are very, very special. Now I am going to keep this year's pretty simple. I would love for you to go back and look at last year's. I absolutely loved it. We put our Thanksgiving prayer on a very long piece of paper that ended up kind of being a scroll and our table runner. It was beautiful. But because I have the buffet and I have also another smaller buffet there, it's just, there's a lot going on and Christmas is just around the corner. I really need to start focusing on Christmas decor starting probably next week, which I'm super excited about because I am going to try a couple of new things. I'm wanting to do something very different than what I did the last couple of years. So help me pray that what is in my head turns out and looks as good as it does in my head here in real life, because that's always the challenge. Now for the tablescape, I also thought about, once I get it done for Thanksgiving, I would kind of show you how easy it would be to transition right into Christmas time, or maybe even a pre-Christmas time. Maybe you just want to get it on the table really quick without any hassle and then start decorating, or maybe you just want it to be there for the rest of the season. But either way, I thought I would maybe try to throw that in. But let's go ahead, turn the camera around and turn our attention to the tablescape. Okay friends, the first thing that I kind of want to decorate on the table is just going to be placing the chargers and the plates down. Now for this tablescape, I am just going to be decorating with my salad plates and chargers. I'm not going to really do the whole tablescape up, because if we are using this for Thanksgiving, which we will, we aren't necessarily going to have all of the food on the table, because I am going to have a small centerpiece. Now, keeping that in mind, that I want to do just a small centerpiece, I want to go ahead and put my chargers and my plates on first, so it can kind of guide me and tell me how much room I have to create my centerpiece in. Now, I also wanted to show you my chargers. They are my favorite. I picked these up 3 or 4 years ago at Macy's. Now I just looked online and they no longer carry them, but I did find them at a place called Tiger Chef, and I'll make sure to put that link down in the description box for you if you are interested in them. Now they are a little bit more costly, but I think they were worth it. You can get a set at Tiger Chef, but it's a set of 12 for just under $90. So keep that in mind. And then also I wanted to share my salad plates with you. Now I picked these up a few years back as well. And I normally pick up salad plates because it's less expensive and I can pair them with my normal everyday white dishes to create a very beautiful tablescape. But these were from Sonoma, and I purchased these, like I said, a few years back, and I think they were $60 for 4 dinner plates. I'm sure they were on sale when I purchased them, but they are absolutely beautiful, and there are 4 different prints to each set. So I will double check to see if they are available still at Sonoma, and definitely leave that link as well down in the description box for you. So let's go ahead, set this up, and then move on to the centerpiece. Okay, here is the place setting so far. So we have the charger, one of those small wreaths from Hobby Lobby that I purchased for the back of our bar stools, and then my salad plate. And that's going to be it for each and every place setting. I think this one right here is my absolute favorite. I love the quail. We used to have quail run through our yard every year up north, and I really, really miss it. Okay, the last two, the duck, very colorful, very vibrant, and so much detail in each and every plate. And then the pheasant. It's another thing that we had up north. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, for the napkins and silverware, I don't think I'm gonna get too fancy with it. I'm just gonna kind of put a basic napkin and set the table really quickly. Okay, now that each place setting is in place, now we can start on the centerpiece. So what I'm going to start off with first is bringing in some of the greenery that I used on the buffet just in order to marry them together. So let me grab some of that and see what we can come up with. Okay, so I have two of the greeneries that I used on the buffet. I don't have the maple garland left. I was going to keep one to use on the table, but I thought it would be too much. So we're just going to use this pick and this pick and see what we can do with them. So again, remember these are really pliable and they do come from Hobby Lobby. Both of them do. In fact, let me grab the little stickers. So here is the tag from the wreaths, and they were originally $7.99, but everything Christmas wise is 60% off right now. And then I can't remember which is which, but one of the greeneries was $2.99 and the other was $3.99. Again, 60% off, so a really good deal right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just hopefully not having to bend any of the picks, I'm going to start off on this side going this way, and then once I get to the middle, I'll go the opposite direction, trying to hide any of the pick ends. Okay, so far I have 3 of those going this way, and now I'm going to go ahead and add 3 more on this side as well. No, I'm not, because I only have 2 left. Okay, so I'll have to pull those down a little bit to make this work, I guess. I'm pretty sure I have some of these in my Christmas decor already. Don't tell Ronnie. Let's see. And I might be able to even spread these out a little bit more once we get the other pieces in. Now I've got 6 of these, I believe. I really like these. I think they were a great price and they are very realistic, and pairing them with this is just amazing to me. I think it's so pretty. And you can kind of integrate them so you have, this one's not really wired, so you can have this other one keep it up like that, which I think is great. Okay, so I'm gonna try and put that one right, or this one right in here. And you're trying to do a few things. You're trying to hide some of the picks themselves, and then just, again, integrate it into the other so it just looks like they've kind of grown together. I think that ended up working out perfectly, actually. So I had 5 of these long needle and then 6 of the other. So worked out pretty good. You have a garland that fits perfectly on the table, and now we're just going to go ahead and embellish with candlelight. What are you doing in the chair? Are you watching Mom? Are you watching Mom? What you doing? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Talk to one, you gotta talk to the other. Hi, Brooklyn. I don't think you two are supposed to be up there. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You gonna watch Mom now? Get down. Okay, before we start with candlelight, I thought of 2 extra things. I do want to add in some lights, fairy lights, or those smaller Christmas lights, whichever I can get my hands on first. And then I also found one of these smaller wreaths, so I thought, why not see what it will do if we take it apart? So let's quickly do that and see if we can incorporate it into the tablescape. Now, finding the end, I think might be a little bit more difficult on these smaller ones. So I think I'm just gonna cut this spiral. Oh no, maybe it was, oh, there was an end. Okay, so maybe just look a little bit harder than Dina does. This is much easier to take apart than that bigger one. Probably gonna have a huge mess on the ground again, but that's what happens when you need to decorate. So we'll see. I don't know what this is going to look like. It's going to be the same thing or not. Okay, not as big or maybe as many spirals as the bigger one, but I think it might work. Let's see, we'll just try. If it doesn't, again, we can just take it off, no big deal. I think it works. It's just marrying the 2 together. It's not perfect, but I like it because it does coordinate with the buffet. So I think we'll stick with it for now and we'll see what happens. Okay, sometimes I forget and work backwards, so I'm gonna go ahead and add fairy lights. I like the idea of these with this garland because the wire is green, so it's not really gonna have a hard time being hidden in between all of the branches. So let me go ahead and turn these on. Again, these I get at Walmart as well, and they have a few settings and they are on a timer, which is absolutely amazing. I like to just kind of lay them out across so I know how much I have to work with. Hide the battery box, timer box right under there, and then start integrating it into the garland. Okay, I do have another turkey, much smaller in size. I believe I purchased this one at Home Goods. Now I will say, when you find something like this at Home Goods, always test it out on a table in the store, because I did not, and it is not level on the bottom. So I don't know if you can tell, but see, he's quite wobbly. So usually what I do is I put one of my little sticky dots on the bottom just to help keep them in place, but I'm out of them right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place him right here. What I like is that it's pretty low, and I'm trying to do that with this centerpiece, because if we do sit here, I don't want to have to be looking over anything. Now, it is super easy to get rid of this centerpiece if we wanted to, so never fret. You can always take it off and no big deal. And if you put it on a tray, how much easier is that? So put him there, and then I do have a few candlesticks now. These again are some of my favorites from Hobby Lobby. I don't remember how much they are. This might be $13.99 when it's regular price, but always look for them half off. I love the foot on this one. It's so pretty. I'm going to put this way down here on the end. For one, I want to be able to see the foot of the candlestick, and if it's down here, it's not blocking anybody's view. Now this one is one that I thrifted, and I love it. I love the look of it inside. I love where the wax burns down in there. And I am going to set this kind of right opposite the turkey. So again, it's not necessarily in anyone's view. They can talk across from each other without anything impeding that. And of course, we can always take it off the table. And then one last one is this one again, is from Hobby Lobby. The foot on this is absolutely gorgeous, very ornate. And I'm going to put that right there. And then that's pretty much it for the table. So let's go ahead, light the candles, and stand back and take a good look at it. Okay, I wanted to show you a really quick transition into Christmas time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take salad plates off and grab our turkey. I grabbed a different set of salad plates, very generic. They're not necessarily a Christmas theme, but they're gonna go with what's on the table already. Okay, and the next thing I grabbed are just a few gold bottle brush trees. And I'm just going to place them here and there on the table. And that's it. You have a beautiful transition into Christmas time. Now I would change these out, but honestly, if you're in person, I don't know if it's because of all of the greenery or just the wreath, there is a little bit of that exact color green coming through on the plate. So I may just leave it as is, but you could easily just trade these out for some crystal clear glasses and you'd have no problem. But I'll give you a quick look at this as well, and then we will be done. Friends, before I bring this video to a close, I just wanted to take a quick moment to remind us all to care for ourselves. As the holiday season comes rushing in and knocking on our doors, our to-do lists seem to grow minute by minute. We are set to do it all, be it all, and create it all. But we must remember to find time to care for it all as well. And by all, I mean ourselves. Caring for ourselves is actually the first step we can take in being able to care for those we love. When we are overwhelmed and empty inside, we cannot continue to give. So in these busy moments, I encourage each of us to take just a few minutes throughout the day to refresh and refuel, quench our thirst. Like the Bible says in John 4:14, but those who drink the water I give will never be thirsty again. It becomes a fresh, bubbling spring within them, giving them eternal life. So I encourage you to take those sweet moments with Him and His Word and refresh. But for now, I am going to wish you a wonderful rest of your week. Remember to stay safe, be blessed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.